Hey everyone, welcome back to the B-Movie Bunker. Today we're looking at 2012's Fresh Meat, brought to us by Danny Mulheron out of New Zealand. This is the story of young Rena, who after getting to know some of her fellow classmates at her all-girls schools in the shower, has returned home to find out that her family has become cannibals. She doesn't have much time to dwell upon that though, as her home is suddenly invaded by the Tan Gang, escaped convict, and the people who broke him out of jail. This movie, the one flaw I think it has, the biggest flaw, is that it's kind of trying to be two movies. It's trying to be this kind of horror comedy, but it's also trying to be an action film, and it doesn't quite get there. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's still a fun movie. I still enjoyed it for the most part, and a lot of that is actually because the acting is actually really well done in this movie. Especially the lead girl who plays, well, one of the leads who plays Gigi, Kate Elliott, does a fantastic job as the mean kind of leader of the Tan Gang. I mean, there's obviously the boss, but Gigi's really the one in charge. And the girl playing Rena does a pretty good job. Everyone actually does a pretty decent job acting in this movie. And it's kind of all over the board with, you've got the whole cannibalism aspect, you've got just the violence of these criminals, and of course, criminals are all perverts, so of course there's the macking on the young Rena, the young teenage girl who's, got her little thing going on, and of course everybody wants a piece of that. Well, of course, the family just wants pieces in a different way from everyone else. Some bits could have been, I think, condensed a bit. I think this movie would be served being a little shorter. It just, at times, it seems to just kind of stretch out some scenes a little bit more than it needs to. Still, like I said, I enjoyed it. It had its funny moments. I mean, a scale of 1 to 10, this would be kind of like, it's like going over to a friend's house for dinner. And, of course, the mom makes something that you fucking hate. But you're going to eat it anyways. You're going to do it with kind of that, half smile on your face. Why? Because he's got a fucking Nintendo and you want to play Nintendo. And if you don't eat this fucking mushroom, mega pasta thing with like Jello shoved inside of carrots, you're not going to be able to play Nintendo. You're going to have to go home. So you're going to suck it up. You're going to suck up the parts that aren't that good because you're going to be rewarded with the parts that are. And that's kind of what this movie is. It's the reward is worth the little bit of badness you have to go through. Those little bits where I said it could be edited a little tighter. And just, like I said, it's trying to be two movies at once. And I think if they had just gone one way or the other, it would have served it much better. But a decent flick out of New Zealand. I tend to like these ones because, I like the old stuff Peter Jackson did way back in the day with Bad Taste, and Black Sheep I like. So there's some good stuff coming out of New Zealand, and this one was fun enough to merit a watch. I would say, if you like dark, kind of comedy, horrors type stuff, check this one out. That's all I got for this one. Till next time, stay safe out there in the wasteland, folks.